All right, what's up, everyone? I hope you're all having a great day today because ever since last week at the Xbox Developer Direct, the gaming world is on fire. This is mainly due to Xbox seemingly going more multi-platform for the future, which everyone knew was going to happen. If you didn't know, you're probably fucking brain dead. But that is the news of the week, and I wanted to go through my favorite thing to do when Xbox drops some news about going multi-plat is just to watch the seething fanboys on Twitter, Sony and Xbox fanboys alike, because it's the greatest thing ever. No better entertainment in this world. So, this dude, Destin Leger, as you can see here, he makes a lot of videos about Xbox. He's like an Xbox content creator. Really good videos. Had an interview with Phil Spencer recently, and I'll link that in the description if you want to go watch it. But basically, Phil outlined Xbox's future, basically saying there are no more red lines, as you see in the tweet here. And like you said, we should buckle up for more news like this. So we got Horizon 5, Forza Horizon 5, one of Xbox's best games, going to PlayStation 5, which I mean is this really like crazy news? The game's been out for years. Who cares if it's going to PS5? I don't know, but we're going to just go through this. All right, so first we got this take from Tripster, a notorious Xbox hater. All he does is tweet about Xbox. I see his tweets a lot. But let's see. Don't pretend like you're not salty. And then if you want, you could read this meme. Xbox gamers are never going to PlayStation. It's only 4 games. It's not Hi-Fi Rush. Nobody plays that game anyway. That's kind of facts. Indiana Jones isn't. Halo, Forza, Gears of War. I mean, yeah, man. The only people who actually think like this are like 12-year-olds, dude, or man children. Like there's no way a gaming company releasing games on other consoles is genuinely affecting your life to the point where you're just tweeting on Twitter all day about it, man. I'm not, but I actually play games. You, on the other hand, have been a proven fraud. Yeah, that's a absolute fact, dude. Everyone who's normal and actually plays video games does not care about this stuff, dude. All right, let's continue through. So the blue tick ponies try the rage bait tactic to get engagement. Be happy, you'll have a good, not boring racing game to play. Kind of facts, dude. Sony doesn't really have any good racing games. Gran Turismo sucks complete balls. So yeah, man, that's all facts, dude. They should just stop complaining and start playing games. They'll have a lot more fun. All right, so Chris says, so tell me something. Why are Xbox core console customers supposed to be happy about all of this? I chose the wrong console to support this gen because the one that I didn't choose gets to have the best of both worlds, and I don't care much for PC gaming. Man, like, do these people actually have brains, or do they just watch shit and read shit and completely react without even thinking about it? The thing you're getting with your Xbox is Game Pass. So yeah, it's going to PlayStation, but if you have Game Pass, you get it for free. If you have PlayStation, you got to pay for the game. That's a pretty huge benefit that you're kind of missing out on. I don't know if this guy's just dumb, but yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And if you want, get a PC, you'll get the best of both worlds and you'll get the best graphics and performance as well. And eventually, I don't know if anyone's told this guy, but eventually PlayStation is going to have their games go into other platforms too. This is not just a one-time thing. Eventually, they're all going to be doing this, and if you can see the future, that's what's probably going to happen, and that's what everyone's been saying for the last little bit. All right, possibly my favorite tweet of the day comes from Monkey Can. Let's read this one, boys. Years of loyalty to Xbox, countless Game Pass renewals, and this is how they repay us. How dare Xbox, man? How fucking dare they do this to you? Forza Horizon 5 coming to PS5 is the ultimate betrayal. I just obliterated my Xbox with a hammer. Microsoft has no exclusives left, no identity, nothing. PlayStation has won. Man, I don't even know where to start with this one. This guy's absolutely dumb as fuck. I mean, he obviously didn't break his Xbox with a hammer. This is clearly just a random picture. He's probably playing into his Xbox right now. But I don't know if this guy realizes that the whole reason you pay for Game Pass is to get games for free. That's kind of the value proposition that you're getting with Game Pass. Buying Game Pass isn't okay, these games will never go anywhere else ever again if you buy Game Pass. That's never been what it is. It's always just been you want a bunch of games for free across the year, pay for Game Pass. That's why I pay for Game Pass. That's why most people with a brain pay for Game Pass, dude. So yeah, Monkey Can, buddy, go touch grass. All right, so this next one is an absolute banger reaction to the Forza Horizon news, and this one's funny because like it's quite obviously satire, but people that play games and are into games a lot of the time are socially retarded, so they can't really tell that this stuff is not real and the guy's being sarcastic, but let's read it. Xbox fans are now treated like black people in 1939 USA. We are now second class gamers, and neither Phil Spencer or Microsoft care about us anymore. Just like black people had to give up their civil rights, we Xbox gamers have to forfeit our exclusives. Man, that's crazy, dude. That's absolutely nuts. And this guy's reply made me laugh. That's a little extreme. I'm sure people who went through that would call us lucky. My guy, he was joking, dude. It's not that serious. But this is what I mean. Like, the gaming industry has people that are just absolutely clueless, man. Like, they don't know what's going on in the world. Well, I think they're taking their core community for granted because they know that most of the fanboys will remain faithful, buy the console services and controllers. Yeah, man, if you like their console services and controllers, you're probably gonna stick with them, dude. That's kind of how supply and demand works. Holy shit, this guy just cracked the code while defending them on Twitter. Now that part's pretty cringe, yeah. Going on Twitter to defend your favorite company is pretty cringe, I'm not gonna lie. PS and Switch users are just having their cake and eating it too. I mean, yeah, they're paying for the games though, and PlayStation has had no games recently, so this is kind of blessed for them, not gonna lie. I have a PlayStation, it just collects dust. Since God of War dropped, I haven't really played it at all, but honestly, with this stuff, who knows, man? Maybe I'll be playing my PlayStation a little bit more nowadays. But that's not a bad thing, man. That's not bad for Xbox at all. All right, next up, we got the GOAT Grifter, Crap Gamer, man. And here he says, LMFAO, it's just 4 games, says Phil Spencer. This was when the developer direct came out and the 4 games were shown that they were going to PS5, which everyone is not very surprised by. But I guess Crap Gamer has to take a victory lap because he's brain dead. But then he goes on to say, Xbox P3, congrats. You were literally the CEO of Xbox that killed the actual Xbox. Now that's quite a take, dude. I would say the Xbox was not as good until Phil Spencer came. I mean, since this after the 360 era, the Xbox One era was dog shit. The 360 is obviously amazing, but before that, pretty dog shit. Phil Spencer came in, he kind of turned things around. So this is a horrible take. And I think Phil already said that hardware is not going anywhere. So I don't know where he's saying that they actually killed the Xbox because they're still going to be making hardware. They're still going to be making games. They're going to have first party games. Obviously, we don't know how many games are actually going to go. Like, of course, he said, like we said before, no red lines, but that doesn't really mean much. He said that it's still going to be kind of like a case by case basis. So, like, will Halo actually go? I know they're saying MCC is going to go. We're going to look at another tweet later on, but who knows what's going to happen. They're definitely going to keep doing Xbox hardware, so I don't think the Xbox is dead anyway whatsoever, man. All right, next up, we got a tweet from Clobriel, and he says, PlayStation finally has a good Horizon game, man. That's a total fact. Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the most overrated games I've ever seen in my life. Don't even get me started on Horizon Forbidden West. Total ass. Couldn't even get through it. It was terrible. I don't know why PlayStation like went so hard trying to market it. They kind of tried to make that like their new flagship game over like God of War, which is crazy because God of War is like one of the goats. I don't know why you would try and do like a whole switch up like that. But this is a fact, man. Finally, a good Horizon game on PlayStation. Everyone's gonna love Horizon 5, dude. It's such a good game. And this is a fact, dude. This is not even fake. It does sound kind of like a console war fanboy, but it's a fact, man. And this guy's kind of spitting. Never saw this before, but it sounds like a very salty comment. Yeah, he's not lying, dude. That is salty. This is definitely some fanboy shit right here, but it's also not wrong, man. So this dude who I see a lot on Twitter said, now that the first of the big three, Halo, Forza Gears, so Forza he's talking about, is officially headed to PlayStation, it's only a matter of time before we see the others. Halo on PS5 is really happening, isn't it? And then Jez Corden, who's like a reporter, you guys, if you watch gaming videos, you probably know who he is. Yep, MCC is first, I heard, but we'll see, but not anytime imminently, though. So this is pretty huge news, man, because I think what people are the most concerned about, well, in terms of like the fanboys, is like the big games, Halo. I wouldn't even consider Forza like a big three, to be honest. Like, it's kind of niche still. But like Halo and Gears, those are your two big IPs for Xbox. And will those games who have been historically only on Xbox, everyone knows Xbox for Gears and Halo, will those games be going to PlayStation? And Jez is seemingly confirming that yes, at least MCC is. Dude, that's honestly insanely sick news for PlayStation because they're gonna have a ton of fun with MCC. One of the best games of all time, to be honest. The question is Halo Infinite gonna go? Is the next Halo gonna go? Is Gears E Day gonna go? Now, my take on that is I think if Xbox truly wants to remain kind of in the market, especially if they want to keep doing hardware, they should have at least at least timed exclusives. Like if they want to make these timed exclusives, I don't think that's totally terrible. But like you got to keep Gears and Halo at least somewhat exclusive for a little bit if you want your fans to be happy. Because a lot of these guys who are like social outcasts, but they're online constantly, are going to be shitting on it so bad. They're going to be the loudest voices. So if you want to maintain a good social standing in the gaming community, you're probably going to have to keep a little bit of timed exclusivity for these games. Other than that, man, I think it's all fair game. And, Phil Spencer's been saying it, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if both of those games end up going to Xbox, man. All right, next we got the GOAT of fanboys, MBG, man, the greatest Sony fanboy of all time, arguably. And he says, in quotations, as if someone actually said this, Xbox is saving PlayStation. Now, personally, I think he just made that up. I think he said that and pretended like someone else is. Because I haven't seen anyone that's not dumb as fuck say something like this. I've never actually seen it. So I think it's funny. He just obviously made it up so he could reply to himself. But then he goes, no, Xbox can't sell enough games on their own platform or gain enough Game Pass subs to justify their acquisitions, so now they have no choice but to start selling on PS5 and Switch too. I mean, yeah, they made a lot of acquisitions and they need to make a lot of money in order to get a return on those investments. So it makes complete sense that they're trying to release games more multiplat. And this guy's going to absolutely lose his mind when down the line PlayStation ends up doing the same thing because I don't know if he knows, but right now PlayStation kind of has no games. Like I said before, mine's collecting dust. And I like PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation fan. I had PS2 growing up, PS3, PS4, PS5. I've had every console. This has to easily be the worst drought that PlayStation has ever had because I legitimately haven't played it since God of War Ragnarok. And even I think God of War Ragnarok was a little bit lackluster compared to God of War 2018, which is a complete banger, obviously. But yeah, man, MBG obviously dumb as usual. Doesn't really know what he's talking about. He kind of just yapping, trying to like console war because he has to keep relevancy by console warring. But yeah, man, these are the kind of takes that make you realize people in the gaming industry are not smart and kind of engaging in it makes you dumber. But yeah, man, that's probably it for me. I don't know if there's going to be any other funny takes that we could look at. I mean, there's probably tons, but I'm kind of lazy to go look at them all, man. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you had a laugh. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.